people that I grew up with, everybody that I grew up with is crazy because they all sold drugs.
You know, devious, you little bitch.
I'm just saying that all my best friends sold drugs.
Yeah, you
But
got it.
they got out of it.
I'm gonna go. Don't put aftermarket parts.
But
Jeez,
they did it away with it because they had no choice.
do not put aftermarket parts on your car. You're asking for problems.
The crazy thing is I had one of my boys that fucking
We
gave me
weren't talking about
Molly.
aftermarket parts, you dumb fuck.
Alright, I'm done talking.
Yeah, no, Jay, go get your fucking speakers and your door panel upgraded. That's all you need.
I'm just trying to talk to you, bro, about man to man, but you're not listening.
I'm listening, bro. I'm fucked up, man. Damn, sorry.
Fucked up too. But
Or fucking
I'm still paying attention.
Woody the woodpecker over here fucking running his mouth about
Well,
aftermarket parts.
we can do this.
You want to give me a hug? If you want to give me a hug, then fucking show up and give me a motherfucking hug, bro.
He got a 2016 Honda. Do not add aftermarket parts to that car, Jay. I'm just saying.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to whoop his ass, Jay. You gonna hold me? Yo, Jay, you got Discord?
Here's the part, Jay.
Yeah, I do.
Convince you to do it. Don't.
Can I post my Discord in here, or am I gonna get banned?
No, you do what you want.
Yo, shut up, devious.
Make me, motherfucker. Don't add aftermarket parts to your fucking car. That's it.
Indiana Jones. Hello.
White boy, you think that's funny? How many people got their asses into trouble after they did that? How many? It happens all the time. Motherfucker.
Devious dog, you look like you haven't had any after added market parts since you were fucking 12.
Hey, dude. White boy, I'll be damned if any after.
You probably still like sit on that Minecraft server and like talk to little kids, you little pedophile bitch. Shut up.
All right, so you're wrong. Now you gotta insult me.
No, I know what Minecraft server that you're fucking over there behind you. Look, you see that you think that monitor behind you is dark for no reason. All that monitor is like for your little Minecraft server, you little fucking pedophile looking ass. Shut up.
On his shoulders, he'll make the right choice.
I mean, look at you, dude. Look at you, bruh.
Don't add aftermarket parts to your car. Not ever. You'll be fucked up in the end. That's it.
Yo, Jay.
I want to close them.
You got Discord downloaded?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I have it downloaded. Do you have shit going on in this room?
No, there's my Discord though. Yeah, come in here, Devious. Let me ban your fucking ass from my Discord. Please join it.
I know you want to convince him to add aftermarket parts.
It's not even aftermarket parts, you fucking Fruit Loop.
His car will be fucked up forever. Anyway,
it's over speakers. His car's gonna get fucked over because of speakers. Did you not even fucking understand the conversation we were having? You dumb. This guy's a fucking dumbass. This is Lieutenant Dan. Real life. Jesus Christ. Yo, goddamn, Tony, dude. Listen, Tony, if we're chilling, we're at the fucking blues, we're swinging, you know, jazz is going through, and this guy comes through, I'm gonna fucking flip shit.
I doubt he'd make it into our fucking section. I mean, come on, think about it. How? How would that happen?
No. You're right.
Yeah, he's not even in the fucking restaurant or the
Yeah,
club.
especially
or
with
Yeah,
that hat.
imagine Grow would kill him. I don't think he would do
part
it.
of the city. Oh, fucking
I don't
thank
think
God.
he would make it.
Choices,
So
choices.
Jay, did you get that link?
Lady like a titty.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's go.
God damn it, Keys. Just fucking cam back up. I don't care if you're lagging.
Just gotta sign back into my account.
Yeah, meet me in chat too. And I'll take you a little round. That goes for anybody in here. Like, and Destro, I'm not really trying to like promote my Discord in here, but I did.
I don't care about that, bro. I don't care.
It's only for rappers anonymous. Okay, so
It's just like, you know.
Keys is definitely not invited. She's already banned. Like,
What? No. Fuck you.
nah, I'm just kidding. She was
Alright,
in here.
let's-
I think she was in there
Taking a
one night.
shot.
Like,
Someone take a fucking shot.
take a shot. What?
Pissed me off,
Yeah,
man.
Shot.
Yo, this website is pissing me the fuck off. Okay.
No,
Oh my
tell
God.
me about it.
Is that
Tell me about
coffee mug? Is that coffee mug like you? What the?
Why, Keys, do you have a little statue of Jay?
Yeah.
Or a little
Oh
Jay?
my God.
Come on. Come on. What do you got? What do you got?
You know that?
Come on. Why do you got so this gray hair going on over here?
Keys.
Because I'm
so-
old, motherfucker.
Keys, if I
I
eat
know
your
that.
pussy,
I
do
don't
I
give a
have to have a
fuck, man.
clown
I don't
face?
care. Doesn't hurt me, man. Doesn't hurt.
Because he's OG.
If
'Cause
I eat
he's
your
a-
pussy,
he's
if
a
I eat your
OG
pussy, do I
grandpa.
have to have a
This
clown
fucking
face?
goddamn horse into the fucking
Hard
goddamn
to hear you, my boy.
sunset.
Yeah, look at
dude.
you. You're
I
growing.
said,
Look at you. Look
When
at
I
you.
die,
You're getting red. You're getting red.
if I
Yo.
eat your pussy, do I have to have a clown face?
That's exactly what Jay's mom said to me.
Come on.
I just
Am I ever off your mind?
you got that only because you said that
No,
last
no,
Come on.
definitely not, white boy.
Come
I'm
on.
being doing
Move it
myself a disservice. You
Okay,
know?
okay, cool.
Wait, white boy. You're trying to tell me that Royal Music Community is your server? Like,
Yeah.
You started that server?
Yeah,
You did not start that server.
with a friend of mine.
Can
Yes,
you
yes.
guys make me a meat lover's pizza, please?
Well, I've already been on fucking Royal Music Community for like ever since I first got invited.
That's baller. I think I invited
Probably
you.
like a year ago.
Yeah,
So that Discord room
Killer.
is where you are right now.
killer.
I
Thank you for
tried
joining
getting
us. Thank
fucking.
you for
I
joining
tried
us.
getting fucking.
Yo, go
real
to chat one or whatever it is.
So not tired.
I mean,
Shit is
chat.
lagging so hard.
I'm just trying to figure out if Jay can figure out Discord.
I don't have it open right now.
Like, yo, I got some bitches that would love to see you eat their pussy, but if you can't figure out Discord, then they ain't fucking with you.
My boy, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I got some bad bitches. Yo, fuck
He,
Discord,
listen,
okay?
white
Okay,
boy, he doesn't
scratch
want to
that
get
shit off, Jay.
herpes.
Scratch that shit off, yo.
I
as
don't want to get
long-
herpes. I'm good.
He
Yo,
doesn't want to get
listen.
herpes, white boy.
Shut up. Well,
Listen,
shut up, Pennywise.
As
you
long
can't
as you
get out
can
of
turn
your bed.
that, as long as you can turn
Wow.
that hat backwards and little spit on
Jay, I
that.
didn't say shit.
like-
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, Pennywise? You talk shit that you can't
Yeah.
talk.
Jay, it's white boy
Yeah.
Oh,
talking.
god damn it.
First
Now I
off-
want some goddamn
Sing
meatloaf.
the song to your
First
mom.
fucking
off,
play this.
first off, Pennywise has a big old pussy, but you gotta be able to eat that shit. dude.
She fists that shit every night. She
No,
fucking
she
puts
doesn't.
that
She doesn't.
fist-
She does not fist.
Oh
that.
yeah, she does. She
No,
told
she
me.
doesn't.
She puts some
Definitely
lube on
not.
that.
She steams
She's
that
like,
shit.
But I
she's
mean,
in
I'm
that.
telling you right now, Lo, you gotta go in that shit like a huddle, like football, bro. You gotta be able to like.
Shut
talk
up,
to
bro.
her.
You're married. You're a married man. Don't
I'm just
yeah,
telling you, bro.
shut up.
I'm telling you what it is, bro.
No, you ain't telling nobody what it is. What you
Come
want.
on,
And
Corey.
you
I
know
know you're
what?
fired.
Him and
Right,
his
white
wife,
boy?
him
What
and
you
his
wanna
wife
do?
probably
gotta be
have
able to
made
pound
many
you, bro.
deals
My
before.
boy,
You
my boy,
know?
we're not. That's your backup chick.
Ain't
isn't
right.
it? Wanna hear that? Alright, white boy?
Bro, I'll eat that pussy like
Bruh,
motherfucking
You,
soup.
you white. Listen, Any pussy, even if it's not your wife anymore.
Yo,
Hey, I'm here.
I would bet you money that
47
my wife would sit back on the couch and watch me eat that pussy.
Exactly.
boy.
She'd be like,
Open
husband,
relationship.
do
Straight
it
up.
like this,
Corey,
do it
this is
like
your part.
that,
Say
do
it.
it better.
Your
Wait, don't
part,
do it
Corey.
that much.
No, my wife would be like, "Oh,
You're
you
the
didn't make
girl.
her come yet? You didn't make her come yet?" She probably slapped me in the ass a little few times.
That's why you're in the garage, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with me in the garage? This is my
Hi,
garage.
My name's Dev. I
My
can't
garage, dog. This is my garage, bro.
Oh, I can't hear shit. What are you talking
Drink more
about?
of your
Is
green
that
apple.
devious?
You're
Is
off.
that devious, dog? Like, what the fuck happened to this moment?
I like fucking white boy.
Jay, did you get that Discord? Did you know how to work Discord, dog?
Fuck you, white boy. We're
Little
gonna be
fucking-
swatted by Noto again.
Little Matrix looking.
If I don't do it, you're gonna be swatted by Noto. If I don't do it,
Yo, I ain't talked to Noto in a minute. Yo, what up? Where's Noto? For real.
Hey, Pennywise, beautiful.
Yo, why do you talk? Why do you revolt to situations like that when I'm talking about pussy? It's weird.
who?
You,
No, I wasn't saying anything about pussy.
yo, you just brought up some like weird history shit when I was talking about pussy.
Oh, whatever. I'm not
That
gonna
was
get into
weird.
that.
Yo, I was
It's
just like,
weird.
talking
Isn't it? It's weird.
it's weird, bro. Like,
It's weird. It's weird, 21. It's weird. Oh my gosh,
Hey,
it's
white
weird.
boy. Hey, white boy.
hey,
Are you a Donald Trump fan?
Tony Buck doesn't give a
Hey.
fuck what people think is weird.
I'll tell you
Tony
after.
Weird.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
Fuck
after you
man.
suck my dick if I'm a Donald Trump
Tony
fan.
man.
I'm from
Don't
Canada,
care.
and I'm far away from that fucking country.
Corey, I'll tell you after you suck my dick if I'm a Donald Trump fan or not.
No, thank you. You're in your garage, bro. Like,
What's
we're
wrong
Who's
with my
Trump,
garage?
dog?
You're the second dude that said
we're
something about my
fucking
garage.
disgrace to the race of the white people.
I need another female in here. God help me.
Well then, that's your problem.
This is one of the
Hey,
greatest
Jay.
rock and roll songs in the history of mankind. If you don't like it, listen to it. You might.
See that? A lot of eyebrow action. And that?
I can take this makeup off, man.
Hey, make sure you take out your pussy too. You got a lot in there. Get off.
Ain't nothing on there.
There's a lot on there.
Just panties.
Watch out. Watch out, Keith. The real Pennywise trying to come up behind you. Watch out. Watch out.
Lay in your bed.
Lay in your bed.
Jay, you wish you had my name, bro. You wish.
Lay in your bed, kids.
Yeah, Jay. Really, bro.
Because this just been fucking up for like about 20 minutes. Go to bed, but fucking, I don't even know if it's the server or it's my internet.
This is your
Fuck
whole
me up.
life. So your whole life. It's pretty much just malfunctioning. Happens. Happens.
Why don't you tell me about it? Shit, bro.
Shit, bruh.
Play Call of Duty right now. I just
Yeah,
Well,
Fat Cupcake. You know what he's doing.
Hey, can you make me keto?
Welcome back, Elemental. What's up, Sunoco?
of course you would say that. Hey, welcome back, Sunoco. Look hot. That sure you want that? That sure wants that.
No, I'm good. I'm taking.
Yeah, you want that. You want to keep in it too.
I'm
Jay.
taken.
Jay,
Taken by who?
Jay wishes.
Me, did you forget?
Come on, Dastro. Who you taking by?
What?
Doesn't matter.
He's dating Pennywise the clown.
Dastro loves that.
No, I'm not.
Dastro, why you keep doing that? This is nerds.
It doesn't really matter.
That's how I feel, Jay.
Dastro.
I'm saying this right. Sunoco. Adidas panties too, Jay. Jesus Christ.
Are you gonna sleep tonight? Jesus Christ.
Why'd you guys have to scare White Boy?
Why we gotta scare you? We can't scare you away for once. Well, that one, Dastro.
That'll never happen.
Alright
My
then.
boy apparently was like, we're too good for you. I'm gonna go on Discord. Okay, bye, Felicia. Bye.
Hey, Felicia.
I'm going to bed.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Sorry that White Boy's more important to you. Alright, Dastro? It's part of that GSM crew you used to have back in the day.
Oh shit. I'm getting called in. I gotta go.
Yeah, make sure I get
Who
swatted.
shot Ray Ray with Thorazone? Jesus Christ. Ray Ray, this is the first time I think in the history of Tiny Chat where you've been on the air long enough and you ain't said shit. What's wrong with you? Blink your left eye if you're held hostage by your crazy girl. We'll send people down there to Gastonia and get you. Left eye? With Cindy and Redneck Team 6.
Goofy Geese has joined the room. I like that name, Goofy Geese. Jay, don't take too long.
He makes stuff useful and stuff finger words, sun don't shine.
Hey,
Jay,
Sunoco, if you've got a
Jay,
suggestion.
you got to put your finger in the finger paint before you make a finger painter.
You know what Corey 710's doing? He's dancing, he's singing. You know what Jay's doing? He's taking a shit.
I need to take this goddamn makeup off.
Take that fucking makeup off.
You know what Ray Ray's doing? You know what Ray Ray's doing? Oh, you know what Ray Ray's doing?
I don't know, and I do not
Someone
care.
definitely shot Ray Ray with some drugs because I've never seen him this lethargic ever.
Right?
Ever. Has anybody else?
He's on those opiates.
Oh,
Opiates?
come on.
Oh my god. White boy enters.
I remember Ray Ray, the drunk of Tiny
It's
Chat.
fucking
He was
Caden.
one drunk
You
all the
gonna
time.
laugh at me? I know I'm drunk, bitch. You like my makeup tonight, huh? Yo, I've been waiting for somebody to come in to smoke with, so.
Well, fuck. You should have just fucking said that.
Being drunk, Getting
I
it
would have
right.
smoked with you earlier.
Right. I didn't want to smoke earlier. Sorry, Destro. I don't give a damn. I'm feeling so good. I didn't have alcohol on Thursday. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get my blood. What did I do with it? Help me. Help me.
There is no help for you. Just saying.
Oh,
Sorry.
please. No, I'm not drunk. Not yet, anyway. I got a new piece today since everybody seems to think I smoke out of a
Oh,
dildo.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll compare. I'll show you.
Put down your Bud Light. All right, hold it up. There you go. Good girl. Oh fuck! She brought out the big guns. Fuck.
I just almost broke my bong.
That crazy girlfriend of Ray Ray is obviously drugging him. She's drugging you. Thorazine.
I didn't even take the fucking tag off of this.
Yep, she got out Thor's hammer.
Give me 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17.
I think I'm about to cook me some French fries or something. Fucking hell. Right now I'm killing these kobold scouts. They're kind of like wolf things, but dogs.
All right, Ray, I apologize for speaking to you. I didn't mean you to interrupt this song, but listen, just blink if your girlfriend's drugging you to steal your money. All right.
What money?
He's country. He's got money somewhere. Land or
You stole
corn.
my line.
We got country. We got money somewhere. Tobacco? Where are we? Corn?
Laying under corn.
Soybeans? Yeah, no, that's crops. That's crops.
No, when we decided to move in, stipulations was I'll take care of everything. You just buy food and take care of your son.
All right, thanks for answering. That's
Give me a rotisserie chicken, woman. Right? Are you that guy?
Oh, it's Toronto Duck.
No.
Alright, well, let's fucking smoke some weed. Let's do it.
You told me to come back because I was about to give up on the lag. I was about to give up.
Well, no. I don't give a fuck about the lag. This is fucking smoke. You tell me when you're ready to go.
Last female standing. Fuck.
What?
This is for you, Corey. It's for you. For you, Corey. For you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, say it like that. I love it. Got it, Corey. Like the master.
Chinaman, those moves, love you too, bro.
Smoking Kaden? The fuck you mean, bro? Again. Just say cheers.
Corey, you put me out for lesser coke. I shall
Just say
remember this.
cheers.
For eternity! For eternity, I say!
You gotta be aggressive.
Hey guys, I got a question for you. Is it wrong to date someone half your age?
Depends how old you are.
I'm 40.
What was the question?
I said, is it wrong to date someone half your age?
To what have your age?
Date someone half your age?
No, man, it's about chemistry, man. Love. Doesn't matter, age is boundless. You find the chemistry, you find the right, doesn't matter, nothing.
Look,
Race,
I feel like
religion, creed,
under
age,
18, obviously.
nothing
yeah,
hinders
no.
nothing hinders love, true love.
All right.
But I ain't no
Okay,
fucking
okay.
pedo, so.
Okay, my bad.
I'm saying like
No, you're not wrong.
20
But
versus
love
40.
Overcomes
20
all
versus 40.
obstacles. Don't matter, man. Love,
I
love.
mean-
No rules.
It's up to you.
I didn't make it up. I'm not telling you my opinion. This is how I see it
Well,
go down.
no. I'm talking like, within the constraints of the law.
I don't love
Of course.
Corey anymore because he did not get fired up about this song.
I don't know.
I am
Honestly,
therefore fired him
It's
as
not
my
a very good
wingman.
song.
I feel like I can't deal with
You are
people
lame as fuck.
that are
Corey.
younger than me, but
There's a lot of history for me in this song, and I thought you had me back, but you didn't know. Threw me on the metaphorical bus.
No. I got you back there, time on. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just arguing just I'm arguing about Corey. No, you and I are good. Corey threw me under the bus.
Well, I ain't worried
right.
about Corey.
I'm just
I
making
don't know
jokes.
these,
God damn, can I make jokes without you cock
Oh,
blocking?
wait. Trust me, I ain't trying to date Corey.
I'm just making jokes, man.
Me too. I'm saying I ain't trying to date Corey.
No, you're right.
Corey shit,
I
I give
give
Corey shit about liking dick.
Whatever, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Fuck him. The stupid hat. Looks like
I'm trying not to fuck him.
To fuck him? What?
I'm not fucking. Are you kidding me? I'm not gay.
Wait, Keys, are we fucking?
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
That's the herd that got shut down. Hey.
I mean,
That lag definitely is real. I remember when this was like the closest you could get to porn without watching the scrambled channels on the cable box. Actually, I remember being like a sophomore in high school, and the girl I was dating, her dad had a black box. So I got the info from my dad. He ordered a black box. And like my whole the rest of my high school time, I was always watching fucking pay-per-view. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I seen that movie. So what do you guys think? Do you think Jay's jerking off? Or do you think Jay passed out? I think Jay's jerking off. Oh, are you going to bed? All right, later, bro.
All in all, you're just another dick in the wall, huh?
Dick in the hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about your glory hole.
How could you?
I haven't had my coffee yet.
I'll think about it. Hey, Cookie, I gotta go to bed, bro. But
I
I'll be
slept the night
on.
away.
Nah, I stayed up way too fucking late.
Yeah, I had a nap. Too long of a nap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up in like 3 hours cooking breakfast. So
Cool.
I get a nap.
I'll be around most likely.
I'm sure you will be, bro. And when I get up, I'll be back.
Sleep well.
Adios, amigo.
I'm about to go to the store. Mm. 3 sugar, no, 3 creams, 7 sugars. 7 sugars, 3 creams, 7 sugars. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put some fries in the deep fryer if y'all can hear me. It'd be nice if I had somebody to talk to.
that so much. Can you make me a painting? And I'm like, sure. It was weird.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna do this dab with you, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
So,
I hope you start feeling better, Gore. I'm sorry you're sick.
Yeah, this is day 3.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully it stops soon.
Well into it, so.
Yeah, I've been eating vitamin C, taking cough medicine, stuff. Yeah, I do look ragged shit.
You're beautiful still. I'm so excited about these cheap grams that I got.
Yeah, I had to drive all the way up to work just so my boss could switch my days. I had to like drive up there, clock in, let my boss switch my days so that I don't get a point against me for not being there.
You don't get a sick day working at Walmart. It's just you lose a point if you're sick.
I don't have any sick days built up yet. I haven't been there long enough. Almost long enough, but not quite. I think in 3 weeks I'll have protected time off. And I'll have dental.
Nice.
Yeah, I can go get my chipped tooth fixed.
Nice.
I gotta do the same thing. But
mine's not horrible. It just, I don't like the way it looks. It's got a little chip off the bottom.
mine doesn't look bad, but it's getting bad, like feel wise.
Yeah.
And I have covered it where they'll put like I guess like a basic ass crown over it.
Yeah.
One crown. But considering that through my job, even though it's part time, I can get dental coverage and health benefits and such. I want to try to do that because I kind of want to get a gold tooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ban him.
So.
I'm just fucking with you. So ban him.
What's up, cowboy?
Did you know that we can ban each other, you guys? This is so exciting. It's like it's so fun. It's like cowboys and Indians. Fuck yeah.
What are the other chat rooms to hang out?
It's free. It's free.
I mean, the first time I ever get a mod in a room other than obviously like you know how everybody gets their own room, but it's like technically it's like you know nobody goes in it. It's like fuck it, you know what I mean? But so basically, first time I ever get a mod, I kind of felt safe for a moment, basically, as in because normally people try to kick or ban me. Like sometimes I don't even have to talk.
I'm not complaining.
So, huh?
What, cowboy?
What the fuck?
Yeah, your mic's open whenever you came up.
Oh, well, damn.
Oh, damn.
It reminds me of that one dude from Tiny Chat. That one dude that always wears a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him, man.
That's our Ray Ray. Right there.
He doesn't seem like he has the same personality, though.
Just like having technical difficulties
give him a
today.
couple drinks.
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, he seems more laid back and stuff.
Ray, can you do me a favor? Can you shoot yourself in the face so this guy knows it's you? little verification.
You know on Tiny Chat that's actually happened to someone I read?
Ray Ray. That's what I'm referencing.
You've done that shit?
Ray Ray.
There's
Defend
this one
yourself.
dude named Trevor, it was like Trevor George or some shit. He like shot himself in the face and like died.
Oh no, Ray Ray survived, as you can
No,
see.
Ray Ray survived and he is alive.
That's a trooper.
I got me some hot sauce and french fries.
Like, yeah, this guy shot himself in the face. It was very tragic. He's like, yes, Ray Ray, French fries are good. Yeah, it looks tasty.
I feel like
That
I
hot
just
sauce,
feel like
I bet that looks like it's good stuff. Hey, is it nice? What's it taste like? Does it taste like Tapatio?
It's Texas Pete.
Like what?
It's Texas Pete.
Did he sex and speed?
It tastes like Texan Pete. That's what he said.
No, it's called Texas Pete.
Texas Pete.
Hey Ray Ray, why are you whispering?
Why do you have hot sauce that tastes like a Texan's pea?
Why do you have that? Ray Ray. Oh my god. Then what? Nigga, what?
Can you sleep banger like on Pornhub? You know what I mean?
Sweet idea, Theo. Good job.
Yeah, I'm an ideas man.
Aces.
Dude, how do you... Were you looking at my search progress?
This is a $15 gram, you guys, of this shit. Look how pretty it is. Isn't that
No, that's
nice?
crazy. Is that
15
stable?
bucks. What was that? This is not even...
Stable? Is it stable? Or is
I
it
don't know.
hella like running? Stable
Oh,
is, you know, is it like, you know, stable? Like, you know, it's like stable.
Yeah.
I thought he was asking about your pussy for a second.
It's like crumbly, buttery.
I'm kind of jealous. I thought I had good deals. I get mine for 15. I mean, there are $12 ones I have seen.
That $12 one was a fucking steal. I was like giddy. Only had 75 bucks on me, you guys.
Your pussy's like Forrest Gump because it's very runny.
Wow. Yes.
Oh, I need some work.
It's pretty good crumble. Last one. Don't let me do any more. I need to try this.
Yeah, you do too many dabs and you could be retarded.
Also, like, you get fucking, like, super resistant, and then you, like, cannot get high, and you're like, what the fuck?
I'm not a big fan of dabs. I think it's I don't want to go into my viewpoints, but I'm not a fan of them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Basically,
No worries.
last time I worked, right?
Why don't you just get into them, though?
I remember this one kid saying, "I'll see you for the," because I'm a stagehand, right? And we're supposed to do this Def Leppard concert, and he was like, "I'll see you the second." So I just thought second. I was texted by a manager for the Def Leppard concert. I seen Def Leppard work, blah blah. I didn't read the rest of the message. Well, apparently it was on the first for the load in, and the load out was on the second. I assumed that the load in was going to be on the second just because I remembered that, and I was stupid and airheaded. So today, I guess who didn't show up for work? This guy. Fucking airheaded. See, if I wasn't high, and I wasn't like, I was probably smoking at the time, but I probably would have read the whole message and actually, yeah, instead I kind of just, airhead.
Well, you are dressed like Adam Sandler. Oh, he's gone. You're dressed like Adam Sandler from the 90s film Airheads, which I also think he was a sound guy, weirdly enough. That all makes out. That's all making sense. How's that for an obscure reference?
Huh. Look at Ray Ray.
I mean, I prefer not to.
No, do it. He's eating his french fries with hot sauce and he's like loving life. He's like, I've got a girlfriend. That's all he talks about, by the way. He doesn't have anything else to talk about at all, ever.
I've never
That's
seen
your
him.
girlfriend, by the way.
He's trying to eat french fries quietly. I've never seen that before.
She good? Cool.
Ray Ray. He's
like,
got
you know that we hate you because you have a girlfriend, right? Like, just fuck off. Like, he's like, yeah, I know.
The guy's got a lot of love to give. So I feel good.
Ew.
That's,
come on.
He's happy.
Reference his penis ever? Please.
We talk about his penis. I meant emotionally.
Oh, all right.
Well, so his penis.
Please stop. Gross. No.
I feel like what kind of lover is Ray Ray, Chad? Or what's your
He's
guess?
probably a fantastic lover.
How do you
Don't
define
you
that
think?
though?
I would say probably a little aggressive.
Huh. What about okay? Ooh. What do you guys think feel is? Like, how do you think feel is in this set?
I get to do my Ray Ray theory.
Oh, I want Gore's idea too.
No, I want to do my Ray Ray. I think Ray Ray. I think he's gonna go pretty extreme one way or the other. Either like he's really wanted a girlfriend, and now he's like very, very loving, and compassionate, and pleasing lover. Or I think he just like hillbilly tard fucks a chick for like 45 seconds till he comes, and then he goes and eats French fries.
I like that too. Yeah.
You know, that's the second one.
We all did because we were like, yeah, let's be real.
How are the fries tasting, cowboy?
He's like mighty fine because it's with hot sauce.
Oh, I went to this store called the Pepper Palace. It's a hot sauce store, and I got this hot sauce that came with an alligator foot.
In it?
No, just attached to the bottle.
What?
Is it real?
Yeah, it's a real alligator foot, like taxidermed alligator foot.
You're lucky.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it hanging from a rearview window now.
Is it lucky though?
What's it an expensive bottle?
It was $16 for this little bottle.
All right, yeah, that's kind of expensive. I pay like 10, but like sometimes I'll go a little bit more if it's like. But I really like that. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Valentino.
Quick question. Was it a baby one?
Not a baby, but a juvenile foot. Yeah.
So that must have been kind of a big foot then, huh?
It's about this long, and it's like kind of.
No, I also like Tapatio. That's good too.
Tapatio is good. Jalapenos are hella good, but they have to be the right ones.
I got this other hot sauce. It's called the Cat's Meow, and it says it's so hot that it'll make your pussy wet. I got that one for the bottle. But they have it all set up where you can like taste.
So did you try it? Did you try it?
Yeah.
So
well, yeah, they're pretty fucking fire, but they taste good though.
What you're saying. So the name of the brand isn't legit.
Well, at that store, all the hot sauce they carry is their own hot sauce, so it's that company's hot sauce, and they're really good.
That's
like
why they put the funny kind of
versions,
I guess they're called. I see.
and they had some horseradish that was called nasal napalm. I think it was nasal napalm. It's actually made from the horseradish root, and it's super strong. Like just one smell of it, like completely cleared up all my stuffiness.
Horseradish does that?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Good to know. I have shitty sinuses. Terrible.
Oh yeah, it's got to be real horseradish though. Most of the horseradish you get at the store is not.
Not the red kind of looking things.
No, no, horseradish is white.
Well, I mean, does it have the red and then it's white on the inside, and then it has like the little thing?
I don't know if horseradish does. I know regular radish is like that, but it might be the same. This is real horseradish is made from the horseradish root instead of the plant part. I entered to win this 67 Chevy truck with a Harley in the back, and all the paint matches on both, and the truck has like wood planks in the bed. They're doing a drawing today. Hopefully I get that shit.
Yeah, that would be cool, but yeah.
Yeah. I have a motorcycle. I just bought it from my friend.
I don't know. So you have like your like license and everything for it, or? I gotta.
No,
I've always wanted like a cruiser, something like.
I haven't had a motorcycle
like
in several years.
I like the cafe cruiser type of style bikes, but I don't have a biker license yet. Biking license yet. I use dirt bike, you know.
I'm hungry as
like,
fuck.
You know.
Yeah, I got a Kawasaki 454 stroke.
Right on.
I used to have a YZ252 stroke, but it's like a fucking supercross bike. It's just too big for me. Even whenever I sit down on it, like I can't squat it enough to touch the ground. I have to lean, and I don't like that.
You had a 250?
Yeah, I had a 252 stroke. I ended up selling it to my little brother because he's much bigger, you know. But
Yo, guess what my girlfriend has? A new, brand new 2018 Suzuki Quad King 750cc.
Four-wheeler?
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, now whenever I had that two-stroke, my first time on it, I've been riding since I was 11. You know, like I grew up on the back of a motorcycle too. My dad's a rider. But I get on this fucking bike and I kick-started. And whenever I kick-started it, I pulled back the throttle a little, didn't realize it. And it's a two-stroke, so there's like power band in every fucking gear. And as soon as I clicked it in the first, it just straight across I was in the end of my driveway and went straight across the fucking road and drug my ass down the ditch because I didn't fucking let go. And it broke my knee. And then I decided to sell it. So I got the 4-stroke.
See, I just like, I would say I basically started not very long ago, you know, because I just kind of got one not that long ago. But there was a time when I was younger when I was with my cousin, and he always, you know, he gotta do all that stuff, snowboarding, dirt biking, all that shit, you know.
Yeah.
One time I was with him, and I was super fucking young. I want to say like maybe like 6 or 7. So at first I rode on the back, you know, holding on the back, you know what I mean? And then they were like, for some reason, asked me if I just wanted to go on it and see how it is. And I guess for some damn reason I said yeah, and I got on it. And basically, next thing you know, what do they call it? Whiskey throttle or some whiskey throttle or some shit, where it's like, and you're just, and next thing you know, thankfully I had a helmet on, but basically I hit a rock and just like flipped over the handlebars in the seating position, but I didn't break anything. So you definitely got me beat on that one. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm accident prone. Like, I'm a good rider, but like sometimes shit just fucks up. I was on a 4-wheeler once with a kid actually, but the kid had the helmet on and he was sitting in front of me, and he came up to about right here on me, sitting in front of me. And we were riding in a place that I'd never been before. It was 11 o'clock at night, and we're riding through this field with really tall like hay grass and shit. And we just there was a fucking pit in the middle of this fucking field, like a huge fucking pit, and we went off in this fucking pit. And like as soon as we came, like as soon as we went off into the hole, like I wrapped up around the kid, and we went flying off, and I went face first into a fucking rock, broke my face, all this shit. Like I got really lucky though. The doctor that saw me in the ER, I ride horses with him and his wife, and when he figured out who I was, he's like, I could fix you, but it's not going to be pretty. He's like, if you can wait for a while, like, I'm going to call in a favor to a facial plastic surgeon. And this guy came in and fixed my face for free. He bitched at me the entire time for not wearing a helmet. And I was like, but the kid that was on there with me had a helmet. And he just stopped for a minute. And I'm like, he's fine. Like, he's great. Like, he's okay. But he did a good job on my face. Like, I got scars and stuff, and I have a little bit of nerve damage, but
I can't tell at all. You look completely normal. I mean,
yeah, if you saw me in person, you could see all the lines on my face and stuff. Like,
I'm not perfect, but
But yeah, I've had between like 52 and 55 broken bones, because I've had, I think, a couple of boxer fractures. Because I mean, I've had one before, so breaking it again, it felt the same, and I'm pretty sure that I've broke a bone in my foot.
Fractured.
But I'm not real sure because I never went to the fucking doctor.
I fractured my boxers before.
What's up, cowboy?
I said I've fractured my boxers before.
Yeah.
I'm like surprised I have. I mean, I don't want to knock on wood, but considering like I have chicken ankles and like, yeah, I use skateboard a lot.
That sucks.
But you broke your. That sucks. Hella bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke one of my legs. I broke one of my arms in 3 places at once. I broke that elbow again. Like,
I don't know. You know how they say like you kind of get what you put out in life, I guess, kind of thing. So it's like I feel like the more I think about the fact that I haven't broke anything and it surprises me, I feel like I'm gonna jinx myself hella bad now. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, wow. I'm like, next thing I know, 3 days from now.
but every time, well, not every time I've broke something. Most of my breaks have come from me doing something stupid. Like, I don't break easy. I fucking fuck up bad. Like,
I do. I work tomorrow. Thankfully, I didn't get fired when I, missed work today. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a shitty memory, but when I said that, I don't know. I was speaking in general. I don't remember who was paying attention or not, but yeah. Yeah, I had work today and I fucked up on that one, but thankfully I wasn't fired. The load out for it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm sick. None of us were in here because I also said something about Walmart.
Yeah. I'm sick, but I can't just call in, because if I call in, then I'll get a point, and you can only get so many points before they fire you. So I had to drive all the way to work and have my boss switch my days for me, so that today's my day off and I work Thursday, and so that I wouldn't get in trouble and get fired. Some bullshit.
You know, a lot of people are going with that point system, but a lot of jobs look over it if their staff is like pretty small.
Walmart doesn't look over it. It doesn't matter how good of a worker you
Walmart
are
doesn't.
or how
Yeah.
long you've been there. If you get those 5 points, you're fucking done. They
Yeah,
just
Walmart
let
don't give a
go.
fuck because they can just
like-
find somebody else. I was just gonna say like Walmart pays pretty good.
Yeah, I make good money and they have good benefits and stuff, and they have a lot of extra stuff for employees. That's really nice, but they are a shit company to fucking work for.
I have to teach the store near me that they take Samsung Pay. I've had to look like the asshole so many times because they just did not want to believe me. I thought I'd go corporate at least twice on them. You know, and I had to basically get a guy that gets paid salary to come out, and he himself said they don't take Samsung Pay, and I had to basically give him my own phone and have corporate basically, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I about got into it with the manager at Walmart yesterday. She's not my manager. She's a manager in the department next to my department. And I was just walking back through with trash bags, and I stopped. I wasn't even stopped for 20 seconds, and I was talking to this girl in that department as I'm walking through. Like, I'm still moving, you know. And she tells me to go away. And I'm like, okay. She's like, go away. A second time, I'm like, wow, real fucking professional, bitch. And walked off. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's hella disrespectful on her end. You know.
Yeah, she's a manager. She should be more
Yeah,
professional
exactly.
than that. I wasn't doing anything wrong, you know. I bust my ass at work. Like nobody can say that I don't do my job or that I don't do extra, because I do extra.
Yeah. Yeah. There was this one time where, you know, basically after I held the lineup because this one person couldn't, you know, figure out how to do the Samsung Pay and just denied, you know, and then one of the managers basically also lied to me saying that, you know, oh, they don't take Samsung Pay anymore, and it's like, you know, it's like, why would they stop? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then finally I got this one lady who was basically in like the customer, you know, putting like the stuff back or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? She was like this kind of like older, like kind of like Asian lady, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she helped me. The first time she rung me up, it fucking worked. And I held up the receipt and like shouted like, "Oh my god!" Because it's like they were all saying that I was wrong, and it's like just wanted to rub it in their face. And it's like I called corporate and I said, you know, I didn't know I should have got the lady's name and stuff, but it's like it's crazy. How come she doesn't have a yellow vest? All these fucking yellow vest motherfuckers were lying to me. The salary guy doesn't fucking know what the fuck, you know.
Yeah.
She got it like that. Why isn't she, you know, it just goes to show like, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's cool that they give you guys benefits and all that though, and pay you guys well, I guess. But
Yeah.
you have to go in tomorrow for that shit. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day that I can quit that fucking job. That's how much I detest it. Like, as soon as I get this CBD shit kicking on the farm, then I won't have to work there anymore. But
Are you in like Colorado or something? Or?
no, I'm in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, Arkansas is a state. It's right below Missouri, right next to Texas and Mississippi and Louisiana.
I did Fort Leonard Wood. I did my thing.
I went to Fort Leonard Wood too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Huh. You were in the service or?
Yeah, I enlisted whenever I was 17.
What branch?
Army.
Really? Active duty?
No. I went through almost 2 years and got out.
I mean, like, did you like Army, like active, like you know.
No, I was supposed to go active duty, uh, but because I was underage whenever I enlisted, um, I had a year of training that I went through, and then or about a
Like
year.
the
It was about a year and a half altogether, training and stuff. And then I decided that I didn't want to
like
go.
where it like prep you for the basic training and stuff.
Yeah, well, I was spending my weekends at Fort Leonard Wood, doing trainings, different training exercises and shit, and I got to sit in with uh, platoons and do
I think I
boot
know what
camp
you're
shit.
talking about. Yeah, like I think
Yeah,
I know what kind
it's
of
called
program
delayed
you're talking
training.
about.
But yeah, no, my dad had cancer, and I freaked out and I didn't go because I was afraid to leave my dad, and he's survived the cancer so far. He's a battle axe, but he's uh he's in really bad health now, like his heart's failing him and shit. But I should have stayed in though. I really enjoyed everything I did in the army. It was a lot of fun. Right.
Yeah, I was gullible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I'm pursuing my music, which is good, I guess. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. But long story short, a part of me, before I go off topic and all that, a part of me basically feels like, maybe I should have not been gullible, went active duty rather than going National Guard. And by going active duty, what it would have like set me up with, it would have also like kept me in line, and I would have probably haven't kept the girl that I feel like I should have definitely have kept them married, because nowadays it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I could have like basically my brother enlisted in the Air Force, and he got married and all that, and he has a big ass place now and all that. So it's like part of me feels like I should have married. Her name is Diana. I should have, basically been doing the same thing. But no, I made the risk.
Yeah.
Following my dream. So I'm working towards that.
Yeah, I totally should have stayed in. I was already accepted to West Point. My job was
Oh,
98
really?
kilo in
You're gonna
military
be like an
intelligence.
officer then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like that was, yeah. I know what program you're talking about. Yeah.
It could have
I
led to
was. I
some really
wasn't.
cool jobs.
Yeah, but yeah, I watched like I forget where I watched it on, but it was like I seen like videos on West Point and stuff like that, because I thought for a time it would be cool to be an officer and all that.
Yeah.
These are all things I should have probably have
Yeah.
done before enlisting, and I was hella gullible, and I didn't get a bonus. I enlisted as 80 at Mike. At the time, I went to training, and people have bonuses, and I'm like, "You mean the military does bonuses?" I was
Yeah.
I was so fucking mad. Oh my god!
Uh,
I later on went 11 Bravo though,
the
just
only the only perk to being an officer is the money, and that's it.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
They consider it the dark side,
yeah.
but I like the dark side. You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I could still call you a pogue though, even though it's like, you know.
And yeah, and whenever I got out, they talked me into signing a contract, a 10-year contract, um, for the reserves too. Which it's up now. It was up whenever I was 27, or 28, I guess. But uh, if if we ever went to war, like I'd have to go because I signed that contract. Like if there was any kind of draft or anything, I'd have to go. But I ended up not having to go, so it worked out.
To be completely honest, basically, I went National Guard, 88 Mike. That's a vehicle operator. I didn't like the title, and I wanted to be cool and all, so I decided to go fucking infantry. Infantry school was a pain in the fucking ass, and I hate the snow now. But it was cool to look back on and all. But the company I was placed with in the National Guard here with the infantry, fucking hated that company. Basically, I'll admit, I went AWOL for a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
I started going to school for audio, fell back into audio and stuff like that. So, um, considering prior to all that, I was going to community college during the military shit.
Hmm.
At that time, I was still having trouble with them, getting tuition assistance because I was supposed to get tuition assistance, and I guess they had like the wrong information they had to update, but I have to follow the chain of command.
Yeah.
So, and National Guard is like, I tell them, they write it down, but after the days of drill, they go back to their regular ass family life. They forget about it. It's like repeated month after month. And basically, next thing you know, I'm out of community college, so on and so forth. Next thing you know, I'm going AWOL and starting another school. And randomly, after I went part time, I was full time and going to school, but then part time, so it extended my course out. And then randomly, I was like, let me just call them. So I decided to give it one more shot. I went
Yeah.
back, and holy fuck, was it like a million times worse because everybody saw me as the AWOL guy, and it got to the point to where, like, long story short, I went out to my car, I called him, and was like, I can't do it, blah 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 blah. I like, I hate to, I made it seem like I was like suicidal and shit like that. So
Yeah.
they called me back in the office, went into the office, we had a conversation. I was walking back out, and they like told me to like wait for some shit. And then some guy was like, this one dude was like, he was maybe like 6'3", like 200 something pounds, huge motherfucker, just mugging me, hella mugging me. And I was like, what are you looking at? And then he just like got so like, he like got up in my face, and I just remember looking at like straight up like this, and like, basically we're just talking shit back and forth, and I'm like in my head like I'm not gonna back down, but it's like this guy will fucking kill me, like,
Yeah.
like dude, this dude, like, he's huge. So yeah, that, and then another sergeant came up, basically sent, was like, trying to make it seem like I started the whole fucking thing. So then it was like, all right, whatever, and I basically, just started to leave. Another sergeant came up to me, started running, was like, hey, where are you going? And he like grabbed me, and I didn't know what he was really trying to do. I just felt him grab me, and I guess it was his momentum that made me feel like he was doing it, like, like I'm gonna grab you and throw you against the wall thing. But I guess he was just trying to grab me and just, be like, calm down.
Yeah.
Momentum, I felt the momentum. I kind of went with the momentum, and there was like a door that was kind of like, it was kind of like in a big gym like thing, and there was like a, open door to like what would be like a cafeteria kind type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kitchen area, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. The commissary.
So yeah, we basically went through the threshold of that door, and then basically fell on the floor, and then it was a big whole dramatic scene. And then after that, that's when he told me, we're, I was just trying to tell you calm down, blah, blah. It's like, and so on and so forth, basically. And then, we talked, and then basically we agreed to, basically they were going to cut my 8 years into like 3 years, because basically by that point it was about 3 years, and give me an honorable discharge, even though I asked for a general discharge, whatever, but they decided
Yeah.
to give me an honorable discharge. However, I lost all my fucking rank. And yeah, I had one award, believe it or not, from the last company. Lost that shit. Not that I really care, but
Yeah.
yeah. So honorable discharge. Although I technically had to, cry like a fucking baby and say like I don't want to be a part of this shit, and that would kill me.
Yeah.
I don't like to take pride in that shit. You know what I mean? But
But if it's not for you, it's not for you.
yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah. I wasn't making much with them, and then it's like I didn't get a bonus, and I got played into, it's like at that
Those
point it wasn't for me. So
military guys or military people don't make enough money for what they do.
exactly,
You're putting
yeah,
your life on the line for some bullshit to start with,
yeah,
and then they pay you shit.
yeah. And it's like since I fell back into music, and music even ultimately was always kind of like my dream and goal. Um, it was like, yeah, I was just like, I was so focused on like fuck this, you know what I mean? even though technically it probably would have been the better outcome. I mean, at this point, you know, but it's like I'm hoping that everything, but yeah, you know what I mean. I'm rambling.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, technically, if I wanted to re-enlist, I can re-enlist.
Yeah.
But it would have to. I would have to do basic all over. I would. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they would count like trade school as credits to be. You know how they do it. Like if you have, I think it's like bachelor's. Honestly, if you have a bachelor's, you can start off as specialist. So, being my age, starting off as a private again, I would, as well as like you know, as like oh, you used to be in. What happened? Well, it's like in my mindset already as in today's like it would be fucking tough. You know, like it's not even the physical part of like having to do basic again. It's like the mental part of you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's like a good plan C, I guess, because I have a you know plan B. But yeah, yeah, it's like that's plan C, and that
Yeah.
was to take place of you know.
I could have gone back in. I just, after getting out, I wasn't about to go back in, you know. If I would have stayed in, I probably would have really liked it, but
But if like for some reason something happened and I like it was either like I mean finding out my dogs, it was like either homelessness or you know military. I'm not gonna. I mean, I try to put homeless thing and still try to pursue my music and things. But I mean, technically speaking, in today's world and technology, you can, you know, I can do military and music and shit. Which is another reason why I just don't like to think about that because it's like stupid, you know. But I mean,
yeah.
everything happens for a reason.
I
And
just don't want to go fight
decision.
some stupid fucking war over some shit that we shouldn't be fighting over.
Very true. Yeah, I look at it as like a backup, as like a paycheck backup kind of.
Yeah.
But very true.
Pound of fire ants. I was out in Cali one time. I was in LA hanging out with one of my friends from El Salvador, and I'm trying to show off because my family we all like spicy food, like really spicy food, and
Best friends well, my old best friend is El Salvadorian. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, we were having a cookout over at his friend's house who's Mexican, you know, and so I made gumbo and I had uh, an alligator tail shipped out there.
Wait,
It's
alligator tail? Is that like
Al-
for alligator tail?
yeah,
yeah, you
gator.
said alligator tail. You've had
Yeah,
that to eat.
yeah. I
That's
just had it
good.
shipped out there, and then
Is it good?
oh yeah, I love gator.
I've always wanted to have that.
Oh my god. Is that for
But
real?
yeah,
I've
but
always.
I
I'm
made
gonna
this
look it up. Hold
gumbo,
on.
Gambo.
and it was so fucking hot. Just like touching it to your lips, it like burnt your fucking face off. Like, and me and my cousin are sitting here like eating the fuck out of this gumbo and shit. And the Mexicans and the El Salvadorian dude, they can't fucking touch it. It was great.
That sounds hella good right now, though.
Hmm.
But one reason why I
Looks
brought up
delicious. What
that
one?
one of my old best friends is El Salvadorian is because when I say this next thing, just let it be known. Obviously, I'm not racist because one, I'm not racist. Two, you know, one of my old best friends is El Salvadorian, but I don't know if you ever heard about the word cerote, but
Uh-uh.
if you see, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say to like
I
call
just
him.
say it.
I guess it's like a, you know, one of those kind of. It's like calling an Italian person.
A Guido.
No.
Worse.
What is it? Hold on.
Is it the equivalent of nigger?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just say it.
I can't say that. If I say that out loud, oh man. Not where I'm at. My walls are thin and I'm in a complex.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And me popping up out of nowhere. I heard a white boy say nigger.
Yeah. I'm like the token here.
I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't really paying attention. 6 ones. What's the word you can't say?
A word that I can't say.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna spell it.
You just screams it.
I mean, I could spell it as in typing it, but I don't
What's
have
up,
to do that
Perry?
because I know that we all, you understand. Yeah, yeah.
Not much, you, Gore.
Not much.
Shower. It was the earliest I've taken a shower in a long time. 2 months.
What?
It was the earliest I've taken a shower in 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, the earliest. Okay.
Oh yeah, last time I took a shower was 2 months ago. Right.
I was like, what?
I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention. 6 ones. What was the word you can't say?
I'm trying to think of the word that is for the Italian one, but I can't. I feel like it starts with a D, but I can't think about it. I don't know. I'm like trying to think.
Fucking dumb Dago Wop.
That's it. You got it. You got it. There we go. That was it. Thank you. Now my brain just not gonna hurt anymore.
Yeah, I say with my friends, they'd be like, "Wow, man, looks like it's dusk. Where'd the day go? Oh, he's right over there. Look at you, crazy."
Thank you, dude. I was like, I was trying to think about it. I knew it had some like isn't there like I was trying to think of like a riddle or something like it, but it's like day go, but it's like it just wouldn't come to my mind, and it was just hurting my fucking brain. So thank you. I'm relieved. I hate when that is like it's just like, and the more you try to think about it, and you think that it's right there, but the more you try to think that it's right there, it's just so not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of on the tip of your tongue, but you want your brain to have instantaneous access to all the racial slurs, because you never know when you're gonna need them. You know what I mean? That's something you want to be snapping your fingers about in the moment.
I just pay attention to my environment, and for example, I have headphones. This is a safety because volume out loud. I didn't say it. Unfortunately, that's what comedy is though nowadays. Like every fucking stand-up comedian does that stuff for the most part. But sometimes it is funny, like Bill Murray.
What do they do? I actually did zone out for a second. What do they do?
Every stand-up comedian is a racist. Not literally, they're not literally a racist, but they, every joke, it's like the thing to joke about. And I don't mean literally, because obviously, like Bill Murray, he married to, a black chick or whatever, I think. But I mean in the terms of like stand-up comedy is like, yeah.
Who else would you describe as racist in comedy?
Chris fucking Rock.
So I think one thing that some people do is they cannot differentiate, and I'm against racism too. So people's hearts are in the right place, but I think they get this wrong. They do not differentiate the difference between a racist joke and a joke that's about racism. They just hear something that's race related, and then boom, it's racist, and they're not listening to the subtext of it or the intent behind it.
I mean, that's kind of like what I mean by like the Bill Murray, like when he brought up like he basically, I forget exactly how he worded it, but his joke is basically on the concept of how Elvis kind of appropriated blues or whatever, but then basically, how they, I guess his wife was like, like, oh, Elvis, I don't like Elvis because blah blah blah. He appropriated blues and didn't give any credit to blah blah blah. But then he said something about, well, what about skateboarding? You know, because I guess black people appropriated skateboarding. Because when they did that, skateboarding is hella cool. So I thought that was funny, and that was like a joke about like what you said. You know, but yeah, you make a good point, I guess. I don't watch too much stand-up comedy anymore, so I can't really, yeah. But other than the Bill Murray one, I watched that one. That was probably the most recent one. And Dave Chappelle, kind of, but Dave Chappelle recently. I don't know. I don't know if it's me or whatever, but I don't think Dave Chappelle lost it. I don't know.
I love Dave Chappelle's latest special. That guy's a fucking genius.
His latest special?
Yeah, have you seen his newest one? Came out maybe a month ago.
I have to double check. I feel like the last one I saw might have been more than a month ago, so maybe it was like. I feel like he's had like. Is it the one where he's like walking in the desert? You know what I mean?
Dave Chappelle walking in the desert?
He's like, no, he's like walking, like on the Netflix thing, he's like, he's walking and it's like shows him walking in the desert and there's like the narrator guy speaking. And it probably changes every time, like every so often, so I don't know if you remember. Or it could be one of the old ones, I don't know. I'll double check it, I don't know. I'm just speaking. I'm rambling. I'm just talking. Gobble gobble.
How you good, man? No worries. People are it's a very sensitive culture. It's fucking with stand up a lot. A lot of stand up communities are having a problem with that. People are like overly sensitive, or at the very least, that's making a judgment. At the very least, they're much more sensitive than they were X amount of years ago.
True. And I admit that I caught myself being one of those people, but I have, corrected myself on being one of those people. I feel to the extent at which I feel like is necessary, I guess. But yeah, I didn't mean to come off as that guy. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
No, you good, man. You didn't say anything too crazy. I think about comedy a lot. I feel like I'm pretty educated on it. So sometimes someone will be like, oh, I'm offended, and I'll just like explore their ideas and why they're offended.
Yeah.
And you're not guilty of this, but some people that I have had that conversation with, it's like, well, to come down to it, they're not funny, and they don't have a good sense of humor. And everybody thinks they have a good sense of humor, but not everybody does. So it's funny to have somebody have a very strong emotional visceral reaction to like a joke, like, oh, that's not funny because blah blah blah. So like, well, first of all, you're the last person to judge if something's funny or not because you don't know shit about comedy, nor are you funny. And second of all, you're having a very strong emotional based opinion about something you don't know that much about. And then they go fuck you, because they don't really like that being pointed out. But
I see what you mean.
Why are these people using our chat room for a hookup?
I don't know, man. It's probably two dudes.
Fucking creeps. Probably.
You guys are horny, man. Also, Chad Flirts, I hate to break it to you, man, but Millie is my other account. You've been talking to me the whole time. You've been talking to a dude the whole time, but I'm still gonna go to your chat room and watch you jerk off if that's what you're into. I'm down.
He probably is down.
I just X'd out my other. Oh, no, they're on to me.
First time hearing my ass.
I'm gonna take one more dab and then call it a night. Before it hits morning.
Your new name is Blabbin' and Dabbin'.
Blabbin' and dabbin'. I should use that somewhere in the lyrics. Type in a lyric. Blabbin' and dabbin'. Because it rhymes, you know what I mean? But if you use it right, it won't sound corny or anything, I swear.
It's kind of fun. It's a fun name.
Blabbin' and dabbin'. That's, I mean, it's true. I do. Very true. I mean,
you might want to go with Dabbin' and Blabbin' because people are just going to call you what's at the beginning of your name inevitably, and it's better to be called Dabbin' than Blabbin', I guess. Blabbin's kind of fun though too. You can own it.
There's a kid in high school I knew. His real name was called. It was Bilal. Lol.
Does not roll off the tongue, huh?
I like your hat, Gore.
Thank you. Dude, look at this Freddy Krueger figurine I got yesterday. It's from Freddy 2.
Look at my fresh clothes. And then I got 2 sweaters on top of it and a t-shirt for like $180. Everything I'm wearing.
Dude, this one time.
It's got the Rottweilers.
This one time I went to this Goodwill in this nice town, and I found this Ed Hardy sweater. And normally I'm not a big Ed Hardy fan until recently when I went to an Ed Hardy museum, which totally changed my mind on Ed. I mean, I didn't fully just, I just saw like some of his bedazzled type clothing, which I was thought like, But in general, he is a fucking cool ass dude and an amazing artist. And so on and so forth. But before I go off in a randomness, there's a sweater there that I actually saw, and I was like, wow, this is a dope ass sweater. And I actually wanted it, so it was only $6, and it happened to also have the original Ed Hardy tag on it. And you know how much that motherfucking tag said it was worth? A price that I would never pay for any clothing. But it was
like $110.
$299. About
Oh,
200.
no.
I would never pay that much. And then one night I went clubbing, and I guess I drank and some other stuff, and got hot. Took my sweater off, put it on, where they had like this little area and stuff. And stopped clubbing. We went outside, and I realized, oh, I forgot my sweater. But since I drank and all that, I was just stupid and just like, fuck it, I don't care. And now it's like, there's this one picture I had, and I was like, damn, that sweater was a hella nice sweater. It was like, and there's like, I'm normally not like that with clothes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I fucking hate Supreme. Put it that way. In general, like their clothing and everything is like, yeah, it's stylish and cool and all, but just like the fact of what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm like not the type of person. So that goes to say, it was
The
nice.
shirt I'm wearing, I got yesterday, and I consider it an expensive shirt because it was $3,400.
I mean, for a shirt, that is
Yeah,
but it is a nice shirt though.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of big. I kind of got it bigger than what I needed, but it's a young blood shirt.
Love you.
And it's the type where like the image is not like just really printed on there. You know what I mean?
Wait,
Yeah.
is it in full screen?
And it says "Be fucking happy" on the back, real big. Oh, and I picked up some more
buy.
pomade.
I don't buy clothes over like $20. Maybe pants, yeah, but like no.
Now I have some purple sunglasses. I have some red ones. Need some blue ones.
I like leopard print. I had leopard print ones, like the Ray-Ban style type ones, not real Ray-Bans, but with the leopard print. I like leopard print a lot.
I got this Hunter S. Thompson kind of like Tom Clancy look, except like hipster.
I love my red ones.
Hey, I just noticed someone, that Kitten is in the chat room. I say, Kitten, I like you. I like you, Machismo. I like your stuff. I'll make you a moderator. Boom. You are now a moderator. Congratulations. No, I'm thinking about it. I don't know you, man. You're just one smiley face. I can't risk it. I gotta remove the moderator. I'm sorry. But, you might get it back someday. You know what, kid? I like your stuff. You took that well. I'm gonna make you a moderator again. Feel free to kick this cowboy guy if you want. He's asleep anyway.
We're gonna do that next time.
Ray's like, what?
I think I know who this is.
What are you talking about? I've been eating pickles and french fries and listening to you guys.
Pickles and french fries. That sounds good.
And hot sauce.
You sound like you're eating food off the ground at a county fair.
So.
Why is this playing?
I was trying to figure out whose music that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrid. It was like listening to death metal / My Little Pony season 1.
There is My Little Pony metal out there, though.
Oh my god, there is?
My Metal Pony.
Here's a music teacher. He's got a weird name. It's like EO3 Rock or some shit like that. But he's a music teacher, and he makes a bunch of videos, different types of music and stuff, and makes it metal. He does Ghostbusters theme too.
You guys ever see the band? I think it's called Baby Metal. They're Japanese. There's like a bunch of like 10-year-old Japanese girls.
Yeah, that's crazy,
Yeah.
yo.
I don't
Wait,
ever
I
want to see
love.
it again.
No, I like this band.
You want to see it, Lucy?
I
Yeah,
know
but they're
that.
backed
I
by a
love-
legit metal band, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like
What I love about that is like the band,
Everyone
like the
playing
metal band
instruments.
behind it.
Isn't that the one where like the chicks were all dancing and shit, and then they started singing all girly shit,
Yeah.
and then they go back to metal? Like
Maybe.
if they get rid of those chicks, it'd be great.
Yeah.
You know,
word.
I don't like that K-pop shit, and that was like K-pop metal.
Actually, Japanese metal. Japanese like pop metal.
There's some good
I don't know.
Japanese metal.
Definitely true. They got a pretty good scene over there, supposedly.
Yeah.
Like the core scene.
There's a oh, where are they from? There's another metal band called the Woo, or the something like that. But they're not Thai.
Remember to the 90s, like American movies had that, you know, that one line at the very end. Sayonara, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And now, like, since 2001, like, they don't fucking have one movie that's like, sayonara, sucker.
I'm
Whatever
heading
the
to the
fucking line
store.
is, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, wait, Peripheral, what was the line?
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Boom, comedy. Classic comedy right there.
I have a Chuck Norris shirt from Delta Force that says "Sleep tight, sucker," and he's holding a rocket launcher.
Perry, you get it? I made you say sayonara again and I kicked you? Oh, that's fun.
Okay, they're a Mongolian metal band. The Who, H-U. They're really good.
What's the shape of Italy again?
I'm tired of that. Anyways, like, if you would have told me that you were going to do that, I wouldn't have ate them, but I did not know. I apologize.
Yeah, I can pretend I'm on.
I'm sorry, I ate the truth.
Yeah, they do the throat singing stuff. I like throat singing.
Those are the guys that think are like, we have a huge army of 20,000 and our horses will prevail. We have the power of the horse because horses, right? Every song's about a horse.
Yeah. And if you're lucky, a fucking horse and a fucking eagle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do that shit too. Like, they literally fucking ride around with a fucking eagle on their arm on a horse.
Dude, have you ever seen a harpy eagle?
Though the big giant ones that are like South
Yeah,
America
they make-
that are like, yeah.
Yeah, they're gray, and they make our eagles look like pussies.
Yeah, they're huge. They're like 5 times bigger.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're something else. I don't know how much they vary amongst each other, but like, yeah, they're very feathery.
Most birds are.
I ate so much KFC last night that like it's digesting now finally, and like I feel like the diabetes has gone away from it. You know what I mean?
Mine was
The diabetes.
just immediately after I ate it.
I brought home pizza.
I'm gonna show you how much KFC I have. I still have a big crunch meal, and I got like a fucking big box of popcorn chicken that's like half full still.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with the KFC Famous Bowl. I love it. But now what I do is I just buy it and I save a step and I just drop it directly into the toilet.
Oh yeah. Could you do a video by request then? Since you're the guy who does that, presumably, do you actually do that, Theo? Is that how you sit? You sit on your ass all the time? like we all do.
All right, so Perry, if I could be,
I'm salty. You kicked me, man. You kicked me. No, I'm not that salty. I'm just.
You're not as salty as the KFC Famous Bowl, that's for sure.
Later.
Is that the one with the corn and the popcorn chicken and it's a mashed potato and gravy thing?
Yeah.
Sure is, yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. That's like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me as Kitten in the witness protection program. Because like wearing a hat, side profile, black and white, hasn't said a word. This could
I like
be
the hair though.
This could be 69 for all I know. I wouldn't even. All right, I guess she doesn't have face tats.
That's hilarious. My name before I came in was called Hanson Honey. Do you want to know what like someone that entered here earlier was? Gaping Plastic was their random name.
Yeah, I like how they do the names like that.
Yeah.
There's
one
some
time I got
dirty
the random roll on Xbox Live, and it was I picked it. I made it my gamer tag, and it was Deeper Payload.
Nice. I talked a guy into making a gamer tag called Peanut Butter Buddy. I'm like, it'll be great. It looks
Nice.
funny as fuck, dude. And he's like, yeah, you think so? I'm like, yeah, do it. He's like, okay. I even had it all like spelt out for him because you could only have 15 letters. And Peanut Butter Buddy's a little bit longer, so I got it all ready for him. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Now he's the Count Man Peanut Butter Buddy.
My woman's brother has one called Hoe Bag. Spells like very nice. You know what I mean? Like the proper letters and everything, no space.
I saw one that was called Floppy Badge Flaps.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's some good gamer tags. There's one that was Jenny Tollwarts. I'll type it.
Sometimes I go as Loves to Spooge, like the World of Warcraft episode of South Park.
That was a gamer tag, Jenny Tollwarts.
It's clever.
Yeah.
Wow.
My gamer tag is Goddess of Gore.
I like this one because it seems so innocuous at first, and you read it for a second, like, oh wow, that's fucked up.
Nick the Dick. That's what that reminds me. I don't know if y'all know what Nick the Dick is, but if you do, you're cool.
Dick the Nick?
No, Nick the Dick. It's from a movie. It's from an older movie, like 90s.
You just said that none of us are cool, Gore.
Damn, Theo, I thought you would know.
Oh, yo. Does Twisted Tea help with indigestion? I just feel like there's a fucking rotten mass of like chicken in my in my fucking gut somewhere.
I don't know. Pepto Bismol probably help though.
I have that. I got baking soda.
Just drink a bunch of water, man. Try to dilute that. Fucking that shit chicken.
No, I'll have a tea. I'll have a tea because that's 95% water, yo.
I don't drink very much when I eat because it dilutes your stomach acid and you don't digest as well.
See, I go the other way. I always drink when I eat because I feel like if I don't, I just get like a knot of food, and the water or liquid helps kind of like dissolve it a bit in my stomach already, and my stomach has to do less work.
Well, I mean,
I was having these popcorn chickens, like entire popcorn chickens, come out the other end.
You gotta chew your food.
You're lucky you didn't have a
No,
rotisserie,
entire popcorn chickens, yo. And I was like, holy hell. That shit didn't even digest. No, I'm just kidding. That never happened to me, but I'm sure it's happened to someone. But the worst would be puking up. You know,
Probably
the
because they
stuff from
tried to
down there.
boost some popcorn chicken.
Perry, you ever drink?
Oh.
You ever swallow all the pieces to a Mr. Potato Head and then make a Mr. Shithead?
Now I want to feed something Mr. Potato Head pieces.
Yo, I already feel better. It's like going down. Oh, it's the first one, and it's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I still have a drink with my food. I just don't drink very much of it. Some like if I go out to eat, I never get a refill. I'll just sip it every now and then whenever I'm done eating, I'll drink more.
Big Digger Nick, though. I think that.
Oh shit! It's the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm like chilling out this weekend. My legs
Dude,
are
I
just
just
like
looked at the clock and it's like 6:30, and I was like, "Oh fuck! I didn't wake up the kids." It's a fucking weekend though.
It's not like they have Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucked up. It must be a weird fucked up like. You know what I mean? There's nothing for kids these fucking days.
They have
Except like,
cartoons.
yeah,
every
that's what I'm
day.
saying. I got a lot of
I grew
movies
up
and
on
stuff.
Saturday morning cartoons.
That's what I'm saying. PBS, motherfucker.
We didn't have more than 3 channels until I was 16.
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah.
So, except I was like 13 when we got channels. Yeah. But it was satellite. That was satellite. It was different.
Yeah. Yeah, we had one of those big fucking satellite dishes.
We had dirt roads when I was a kid, and we didn't really have much sewers and stuff.
I lived out in the country. We didn't have sewers.
We had to drink from the 5-gallon water, and then yeah, it was fucked up because we get like rashes and shit from the water. And
Oh shit!
Most reses are like that. Like,
Yeah.
in Canada, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, I watched a documentary. Well, it was kind of a documentary about natives having their water supply cut off to them up there because they're trying to take their land for oil and stuff. It's really fucked up what's happening up there.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's the same for the natives in Alaska because tell me how a tribe of natives goes down in meth, like so many of them have meth addictions and stuff, when that shit has to be flown up there to them. You know, that shit don't just, you know.
Yeah, they just need to. You know what they need is like the military or something like that, to or some kind of class of shipper. You know what I'm saying? Contractor. And just to go right down through the same kind of people.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. There's a huge market. You know what I mean? It's expensive. Whenever you get a license for a bottle at your liquor store, you have to get a license for that particular bottle. And up north in like Nunavut, for instance, it's probably the same in Alaska. And you pay like $230 for a 40 ounce of vodka. Not even a great brand. Crazy, yeah. So it's like, of course, there's gonna be other stuff in the mix. It's like, yeah, you can. Oh, you ship me this? Can you ship me that?
Yeah, you went a different direction than what I was trying to say. What I mean is, they're on land that the government wants for oil, and you know, they've been living up there peacefully this whole time, and then now all of a sudden, you know, there's a huge meth problem up there, and it has to be flown in, you know, and I just think that that's part of the government trying to get rid of them, trying to come up with ways and reasons to move them off their reservation so that they can take the land. You know, the Sioux Indians are still at war with the United States government. They've been in a 100-year war with the government here, and uh, within the last decade, the U.S. government has taken damn near half of their land away from them. Their reservations are just little spots here and there now.
And they're really
Yeah.
poor too, right? These communities like
Yeah.
the Dakotas, the Sioux, Lakota Sioux, the like some of the poorest in America. Like the South Dakota is like ridiculous. They've got the three poorest communities in the states.
I see, like the way native land works here in America is like, say you have enough native in you to get land and stuff from the government. Well,
Yeah.
you can go and you can live on the land, and I mean it's yours, but it's only yours until you die, and then it goes back to the government. You can't pass that on to your kids or nothing. Like it's bullshit.
Unless you contest it and you occupy it, and there's certain ways around it with reservations. I've seen this on the American side of my community. And
I heard that the Sioux Indians didn't even really care about that whole land thing.
But it can't be land that's been, let's say, annexed to a tribe or something like that. They're just corporations. They're part of the United States, you know.
Well, they care a little bit. They only have little reservations.
But that's fucked up. Reservations for guests, right? Like that's fucked up. Considering like they talk about the land and probably in the national anthem, right?
My grandpa still lives on a reservation down in New Mexico. It's a Navajo reservation. But it's pretty shitty down there. Reservations are pretty trashed out now. It's sad.
Mine's doing pretty good, but we're trying to do something real good. Like I was part of strategic planning. I'm just unleashing it right now to people I can. That like there's so much money available to businesses around my community off on the res that are 51% Mohawk owned, 50% in some cases, and yeah, there's something like to the tune of across the border or off the reservation or on the other side of the reservation. There's something to the tune of like 30 grand in loans and grants, not counting everything. If you're disabled, Indian, and whatever, you could start a business probably with up to 100 to 300 grand if it benefits your community. You know,
Yeah.
like someone like me is in like the best position to start a business. I've kind of advocated for some of that, but there's some stuff already there I haven't tapped into yet. But like I'm at about 30 grand right now and stuff to build and expand like the first half year.
I have enough native in me to get shit from the government, but they make it really hard. And it's
That sucks.
expensive. Yeah, you got to get a lawyer and stuff. But I do fine anyway without fucking government's help. So
Anything you can get from the government, you should always take it.
yeah, but they make it hard, and you have to pay for a lawyer and stuff to file all the work and
Some
shit.
some places, some tribes might have lawyers that just evangelize you know, native benefits for the movement essentially, and like, you know, you can probably show some kind of like whatever, you know, there's law clinics too, there's all kinds of stuff that's free out there, and you should
Yeah.
seriously look into it because like something like that might take priority over other people's cases. Depends on what the mantra is of these clinics.
I
And
need to
also,
have
you know, they have the structure to do it. You know, your roles might, you know, I mean, you might be used to a process independently yourself, but there may be another tribe doing it for that's got it easy. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all BIA stuff, right? And you may not have too many large communities in your area.
I need to have DNA tests done on my kids too, because one of my grandpas is Cherokee, my other grandpa is Navajo, and then their dad, his family's mostly Blackfoot, and Cherokee mix, and that would be a big help with college. A big help.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, they pretty much just go for free.
Mhm.
But it should be available to everybody. If you ask me, like, there's no reason it shouldn't be. That they monopolize schools. It's terrible. Private industry does, but you know, and they fail at giving a proper education in most cases. You know, like there's all the money is in these training organizations that like fund. You can go to post secondary. You know, there's so many as much valuable post secondary out there. I'd say these days as a secondary
Yeah.
education.
College needs to be free.
It is in probably some states, maybe. It definitely is in Canada,
No,
depending
I
on where
don't.
you are.
I don't know of any states that have any colleges that are free. I know there you can find like free college classes probably, but not like just full college.
I think New York is really close to that.
Yeah, New York's free.
Or they are now, but that's
Yeah.
new. But
It's
see,
taxes, though, right?
whenever I was 19, I got accepted to the International Academy of Design and Technology down in Tampa Bay. It was a really good art school, and I couldn't go because I couldn't get enough money for 1 year of school. They wanted $58,000 for 1 year of school, and that didn't include my housing. And my housing was going to be $580 a month, and that was sharing a room with somebody, not an apartment, a room, you know. And I just with scholarships and grants, like I just couldn't come up with the money.
Yeah, but I tried going to SUNY school before first semester, and that didn't go too well. I had to drive out there, and I just didn't have the loot. Yeah.
Hello.
Sucks. You struggle,
Right.
and you still try to do it, and because everyone struggles going to school, we say. But nah, it's harder for some people and others for sure.
Oh, hey Millie, your private chat didn't last very long.
How to go with Chad? Listen, Melly. All right, I'm being serious. I joke around here, but I'm being serious with you. This whole chat room isn't going to say a goddamn word until you tell us how it went with chat. Oh, we lost her. We lost her. Or him, probably him.
How do you like your gerb, Gore? I'll blaze with you. Oh, yeah. It's getting to you.
I feel like Kitten is playing video games or watching something. I don't know.
Something. She's talking.
Not talking to us.
No. She's talking to somebody on the floor.
She trying to talk to us? Kitten, are you trying to talk to us or no? You're not, are you?
Do a backflip if you're trying to talk to us.
I can do a back
Okay,
flop.
she's not talking to us. That's for sure.
Yo, this is Kitten. Sorry, my mic wasn't working before. Mind your own motherfucking business. I'm just chilling, ain't bothering nobody. What?
Damn girl, you sound tough.
Yeah, the voice doesn't really match the face.
I don't know. It kind of does. No, I'm joking.
Do the curtains match the scrotum? No, I'm just kidding.
I want some scrotum curtains. Yeah, I wonder how many ball sacks it would take to make a curtain.
The only bad thing about scrotum curtains is your curtains shrink when it's cold out.
That would be cool if it still did.
Yeah, pull the masts. It's
What's wrong
freezing.
with your curtain?
Oh, it'd be nice. They would like shrink in the sunlight and let some more sunlight in. You know what I mean? And then go back to normal at night.
Dude, the dude that I'm banging, like, he's very nice equipped in that department, but his balls are not that big. And it's really disappointing.
See, I got huge balls, but I'm not very well endowed. But like, I fuck like a motherfucker, and like, I know I can hit the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you've got more than 4 inches, you're fine.
That's a lot. That's a lot of balls, Gore. Okay, most guys can't. They can't have that type of length until like they're over 50.
I
They
mean,
say
they
I'm
they
thick
like
too.
they stick out, but they don't hang. You know.
But I'm like really self conscious about it. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people say I'm fine, but I'm very self conscious about it. It makes me talk in a Jewish accent.
I don't know. Like, I was married to a guy that had like maybe 6.5, maybe, and it was great.
I'm torn between like watching all night or just trying to have social interaction.
Huh.
I mean, we're just talking about scrot in a chat room.
Yeah. Talking
Yeah.
About what?
I like my scrotum
Balls?
the way it is. You know.
Why are we
Yeah.
talking about scrolling?
You know, if you can't beat them, scrotum. That's what my mom used to say.
I went out of town with him yesterday as well. We went to this place called Branson and went shopping and stuff, and went to an arcade and all kinds of stuff, and it was actually really nice. We had a lot of fun. And I talked to him about like us and a relationship, and I told him, like, I wasn't trying to be in an actual relationship yet. I told him, I was like, you can stick around, like, you can get to know me more, but we're not gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend yet. Just keep it on a friend fuck level.
Because of him? Or because of you?
Yeah. No, I don't want to be tied down yet. Just got out of a very long, almost 20-year marriage, so not trying to settle in just yet.
I'm scared of that happening.
Yeah. I don't.
For as long as Lucy's been alive, basically.
Yeah.
Huh? What was that?
He said, I've been married almost as long as you've been alive.
Oh yeah, I'm like 21.
Oh yes, I was with him for
Wait,
17
how old are you?
I'm 35.
So you were married when you were 15?
No. Well, I say married. We were together for 17 years. We didn't get married until after we were together almost 5 years.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Because I'm
But
like,
it was my marriage, so like, and we were together for 17, so I just say married.
okay. But yeah, like, I think one of the things that I fear about is like being in like a committed relationship or something. I don't know.
If you get lucky and you find, that one person that is able to change and adapt along with you as you change and adapt to new areas of your life, like that's amazing. But you know how rare that is. Like people,
Yeah, I don't think
people change so much.
I mean, you could change and like they could change, but they could change in like a, different way
Yeah.
that is gonna be like.
Yeah,
I
you know, you got goals, right? You want to be together, so like, how you get that off is like what you're thinking in the short term. The long term is all you can do in those situations.
Well,
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
saying,
Like
like,
less, more or less complex, I guess.
like when you're at like say a younger age, like Lucy's age or something, and say you fall in love with a guy, and you fall in love with this other like 20-year-old dude, and then whenever you hit 30,
I'm
it's not
not
the
gonna
same
fall in
anymore.
love with
He's
a
not the same
20-year-old.
person.
Just
You're not the same person. You might not be attracted to the kind of person he is now. You know, uh, I just think people grow and change as you get older and move through life, and I don't think we were meant to be with one person anyway. You know, but I think people who do that are awesome. Like that's great. You know, but I don't think we were meant to be completely monogamous. We change too much, and we grow
That's what. Go ahead.
and like if you have a kid, you change on a genetic level. Like your entire mindset changes, your your whole body changes. You know, like you're a different person.
It's. Wait, who's keeping plastic?
Yeah, I can't comment on that because I was never a pregnant woman.
But it's like
Well, I mean,
thinking
guys
about
change
it.
too. It's just when a woman has a baby, you actually change on a genetic level. Like your DNA and everything, it changes.
Wow.
It's.
And did you know that having a baby, uh, the stem cells and stuff that you absorbed from being pregnant and your baby and stuff, uh, actually help heal your heart? And the more often you have or the more you have babies, like the more of those stem cells and stuff that heals your heart you get.
That sounds really nice. Maybe I should get like a baby.
Yeah, because if you got 9 kids, you need to survive to be around to beat that ass.
I know, but I don't know. Like I'm too like freaked out, like thinking about being in like a committed relationship. That's why I don't think I want to like be in any at the moment or anytime soon. I don't know.
Yeah. Kids are rough. They take up a lot of time too.
Yeah, man. Like I want kids, but like I am not like mentally or physically prepared for it. But I don't think that anyone is. You know, it's
Well,
just like
yeah.
it
I mean,
happens.
technically, it wasn't that long ago. You were also still a kid, so.
Lucy, Perry, he'll put a baby in you if you want. Just let him know.
I just said that I'm not like ready.
He's got a little wiener, but he's got these huge balls, so they're just filled with the baby goop. It's gonna work. It's very potent.
Just stuff the balls in there too.
Yeah, exactly. Just tie it off. Put a condom over all of it and stuff it in.
Yeah, well.
The bumpy stomp.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I can gram it out for you. I'm just kidding.
Unless you want to see it.
I'm just like gonna be quiet over here.
That's the right move.
My parents well, actually, no. My parents told me. I told myself if I don't have anything good to say, just shut my mouth. You know. And the thing is, like, growing up, like, I like normally like parents would talk to you about stuff and all that stuff, but no, like I grew up like I had to like learn everything on my own. Not everything,
Yeah.
but like most of it, because my parents are not that hands on. I guess they just,
Yeah.
but that's not like a bad thing, you know. It kind of like transform you in a way that it's, you know, I don't know what I'm
I had to be
explaining.
mature at a young age. I had to take care of my siblings, and I had to cook and clean house
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's like, um, it's like that, you know. You had to like be independent on your own, or like think of yourself and your own, and you can't really like depend on anyone. I mean, I depend on them to have like a place to live and all that stuff. But like when it comes to like learning about life, it was really, you know, hard to do, I guess.
Yeah. My dad was always really good at telling us about things. Um, he's a real hard ass. Like he's not like easy to talk to, but like just talking about stuff is he was good. Um, if you try to bring up any kind of emotion or anything like that, he didn't do well with it, you know, or girl stuff. He had 5 daughters, but he was still horrible with girl stuff because he was such a man hater. Like he's just like all guys are fucked up and evil and dogs and nasty, and you shouldn't fuck with them.
Yeah, and um, how to say it? my my parents, like my mom and my stepdad, weren't like really open, or they weren't really like that people you can talk to or something like that. They were just like
Yeah.
there to be like a parent to provide for you and everything, but not really like in an emotional way or something like that. That's why I'm not really like, in a way, I'm not. I don't know what's the word, but I try to be, you know, like a good
Yeah, I
person
get
and
what you're
everything.
saying though. I try to be really open with my kids, and I'll talk to them about anything they want to talk about. You know.
And one of the things that I kind of had, like, I always do is like I run away when like things are like really messed up. 'Cause I kind of like learn it onto myself that you have to like really be strong enough for that stuff, and sometimes I just like run away. For example, my mom is like um she's like a really fucked up gambler, and my stepdad like is that word, he kind of like adopts to it, or not really adopt, it's like a thing that he do to not like stress him out, is he drinks, and he drinks a lot. So
Yeah.
I had to like get out, because if I didn't, I would probably like go insane.
Yeah.
So I I left home like a few months back, like earlier this year, and I'm like staying with my relatives. And at first, like I couldn't like really tell them what was going on, all that stuff. But something happened recently, and I mean I was trying to like open to them a bit, but sometimes, you know, like people wouldn't really understand sometimes, I guess. Yeah. Then like now, just I
Hey, Sig.
totally like miss my brothers, because I only see them like for a few times in a month.
Yeah.
Especially my dog. Is that short for cigarette? I'm joking.
I know him from another room.
Cool. And like, no, I don't think like a lot of people has like, you know, people to run to or something like that. And I think so far, even if I'm like in this situation, I'm still glad that I still have like a family to like go to.
Yeah.
Eggplant emoji's pretty funny though. And the splash. And the splash.
What does a lemon has to do with that? Eggplant splash.
It's a full moon.
No, it's a lemon.
And it's a full moon. It represents the cycle.
You think full moons are yellow?
You know, the cycle.
Sig would never say that to me. Who the fuck are you?
Wait, Thea, are you okay? You've like been quiet for a while.
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
All right.
Sig, who the fuck are you, man? Real Sig would never say that to Gore. What's wrong?
Maybe it's like a coincidence. Someone kind of like he's in or something.
Well,
real
he's,
Sig would never
he's
ask.
in another chat on this site. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody wasn't using his name. Probably somebody from the same room trying to give me shit.
But you know what he looks like, right?
Yeah, Sig came up.
Yeah, count up so we could just like figure out if it's him or not. Count up and like
If it is him, I'm gonna be so fucking floored, dude.
Like, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Now, okay, you can, take your time, but seriously, count up.
When it's not the Sig, I think it is. Oh, okay, obviously.
I'm gonna give you 50,000 seconds to cam up.
Can someone count?
I mean, like, say hi, or, like, be a normal human being, just like, show me some shit,
Oh. That's upsetting to me for some reason.
That was weird. That's a weird name for two people to have, I guess.
It is only 3 letters, though.
Fierce beginner.
Yeah.
And taping plastic. What was my name again? Something Honey? Handsome Honey. That's me. Yeah.
No, I think your name was the honey.
Yeah.
Your name was the Honey Badger.
There's a bumper sticker I want. It says, "I poke badgers with spoons."
I like it.
Yeah, you're yogurter.
Oh, badgers are mean little motherfuckers. And you're gonna poke it with something dull as fuck. It's gonna piss it off. It's saying like I'm a badass. Poke badgers with spoons.
Yeah. You got something there. Huh. Well, I guess that statement's causing epigenetic changes in me.
Oh, you got a boner?
It's like no, I'm good. I'm not revealing anything.
Let me go in this other room. Or I'm just gonna pull it up.
Hey Lucy, have you been in any other tiny chat rooms in the last day or two? And if so, have they changed since the update? Like less people, whatever.
I talked to like Biff like about something, and he was like, "Yeah, no one like really cares, to be honest." And I'm like, "Okay." I the rooms that I like go in sometimes are like all dead, but like there's this room that I go to like where um I kind of talk and play with people and all that stuff, you know, like games and everything. Perry, what are you doing? And what is this called? Nice. I was like talking, and that's what you do. No. Anyways, there is this like script that you could use
Perry.
on Tiny Chat.
Yeah, Perry,
And
think about the poor children, bro. What's wrong with you? Sorry, Lucy.
there's like a script that you could use to like you could see everyone and not have that like upgrade to something like that, but
That's
it
hilarious.
doesn't
Oh my
like
god.
you still can't go to like more than one room. So yeah, I actually still use Tiny Chat. Told Biff about it, and it was like, you know, nobody really cares. So okay. Does that answer your question, Theo?
It does. Thank you very much. Yeah. So just everybody download the script that's our regulars and just kill the guests.
I got a message earlier that said
Because like
I should behave myself next time, but I could rejoin the session.
dude,
I
I
don't
was going
understand.
and receive a different message.
It might have been from Dev, man.
Oh yeah.
Might have been from a developer. They're actually like active on this website.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I don't think it was anyone from here. None of y'all kicked me.
Oh no, I kicked you after Lucy cammed you down because I thought it was funny.
Oh, this is one of these woman tricks. Lucifer, you were totally staring at my ass, like, and you saying that it was a developer. Oh my gosh.
I didn't say anything about a developer. You were talking
No,
about
he did.
that.
He did. I'm one with the developer theory that Theo has put forth.
I've never been kicked, but that doesn't
You're
sound
like reading into it wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, it was different. It was different than like a regular kicking message. You know? Yeah, it was. So someone's basically sitting with everyone's cams on, and it's just like the key holder.
No, that was Theo. You're like reading into it wrong.
No, Theo's not going with it.
I kicked you.
You don't know.
A message that wasn't the normal kick message. I've also never been kicked from this room or this website, so I don't know what the message is. But
probably, oh yeah, because you use like periods and capitalization and punctuation and all that shit. You're learned, Theo, of course.
No, I'm not. I've never been kicked. I don't know. It probably says you have been kicked by a moderator, something like that.
No.
Let's try again and see like if you get the message. You want to try again?
Oh wow! But I was kicked way earlier. It's not that time right now, is it?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I've been kicked like 3 times today. I guess I'm not like I'm not very fitting for this room anymore.
I've been kicked like 3 times today. No, that is this time, by the way, Perry. That's just Lucifer's in a different time zone. Probably.
No, she's from America.
No, yeah, because she's a 12-hour difference from me.
She's from America, man.
12-hour difference. Figure it out. I'm a genius.
Did you even like get any sleep? Yeah.
My sleeping schedule is so fucked. I don't even want to talk about it. It's ruining my life. I gotta figure out something about it.
Sleep?
Yeah, it's fucked. I gotta figure something out. I don't know what to do.
Sorry about that.
Nah,
I don't know, like, let me know if you like need anything, like any help with anything. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but you know, I like to serious, talk seriously about it.
That's incredibly sweet of you. I appreciate it, Lucy. It's really nice of you. But no, I'll be all right.
Yeah, I do hope you get that fixed or something.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like fast food are like evil.
Look how cheap they are in Canada. There we go. You see that? Mm.
I have some pizza
like
from last night in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. I love
Went
eating
to,
gore. It makes me happy.
went to this place called the Mellow Mushroom, and their pizza is so fucking bomb.
Yeah. Do they grow their own mushrooms?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't like mushrooms anyway, so I don't have any mushrooms on my pizza. But
You mean they don't convection their
what?
mushroom, psychedelic mushrooms on their pizza?
Oh my gosh! If there was psychedelic mushrooms on it, I would totally eat the mushrooms. But no.
That's just those people who like make YouTube videos and like you just like eat this like really
A shit ton of food.
shit ton of foods, and I'm like, how
Yeah,
do they
that's
even do that like without
Oh,
like
mukbang.
dying?
You ever watch mukbang?
That's what it is.
Yeah, like and I think about their health a lot, but like I like watching this because it's like I don't know.
You want to start a mukbang room?
We could, but like
We could
I'm
reform.
looking at,
It'll
but
still
I'm
be
like
free
looking out
tacos.
for, but like I'm looking out for my health and stuff. So
Free tacos mukbang.
You can only eat tacos though.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Just all different kinds of tacos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like everyone has like a taco. It's like
I love tacos.
I like burritos. Like, I don't know if it's like good
I like
as
burritos.
it.
I like
You ever have
like
a good fish taco?
I don't know if it's like any good compared to the ones you have there, but like I mean burritos.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever have a good fish taco?
Fish taco is probably my least favorite taco. It'd have to be some really good fish.
It's got to be good fish. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like good fish could be better than chicken.
Yeah.
And have
I
that
like
kind of flavor.
steak and beef
I
and
don't
pork.
even think I want to try fish tacos.
I love pulled pork tacos.
Ooh. Carnitas.
All right.
It's like awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting some of that pizza.
Pizza looks so fucked up on mushrooms.
Yes. Well, no, I
I'm not crying over it, Travis. I have to.
Look, if
you know how I told you.
Look, can I just say
you know
this?
what came up?
Can I just say this? Can I just say one thing?
Do you like KFC, Lucifer?
It's okay. I try not to eat like a lot of fast food.
Yeah. Me too. But I spent $30 on it last night.
Me too, while I eat 2 bucks of KFC. Nice.
I'm running out of gravy though, and they don't open for another 3 hours. Wow, that was so enjoyable. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? See Lucifer? You see his bow?
Uh-huh.
Imagine it like legs and arms, and you can never
Yeah, I've seen
imagine it.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, I say a lot of bad shit whenever I don't realize people are on like I'm on the microphone. That people can hear me. You must hear it all the time.
It's okay. Where'd everyone go?
Watch this Motherfucker!
Okay, good one.
I know. I do these impressions sometimes. I just want to be really loud, and because no one, you know what I mean. Someone's gonna run back, and I'm looking at these 4 cameras. Like when I yelled that someone's gonna come onto the camera screen. You know, one of these 4. But no one goes. No one returns. That's when it's a good sign, right? It means everyone wears headphones. Oh, there's Cowboys. Motherfucker!
Yes.
What's up, bro?
No.
How are you doing? And all day. And you're in there going on and on and on and